Well, welcome back, guys. It's been a while, mainly because I haven't really had that much to share since I did the tail lights, which was a bit of a hit, that video, for some reason. But I've just been really doing a lot of small jobs. The wiring's just about 90% finished. I've been making a bit of carbon stuff, battery tray, and a few other things. So yeah, I'll give you a quick walk around and show you what I've been up to. It's not much, but it's something. So yeah, I knocked up a carbon fibre battery tray and support. Been messing with that. Got a little aluminium bracket for the battery clamp. Holds on, I'm just going to rivet that on. I've coated that with some paint and some galvanized paint, or whatever you call it, just to try and separate the carbon from the aluminium. They don't like to play together. Same with carbon and steel. It doesn't like to play together. You get a bit of corrosion. There can be corrosion issues if it gets a lot of moisture in it, which is not really going to affect me because I don't really intend on this car seeing rain. So yeah, that came out pretty good. Swing round to the car. I got most of the dash in, the instruments. I got most of the wiring in. I've set up the little, you've probably seen in previous episodes, a little PDM, what do you call it? Now the lights decide to play up. It's a power distribution module. So that's all in. Like I said, it's 90% wired in. I also been making myself up a carbon fibre shifter hump. It's a work in progress at the moment. That is not finished. Still messing with it because I don't know if you remember, my plan is to have this whole tunnel part exposed and just carpet up to about here, just basically in the flat parts to have the carpet, and so that'll all be exposed. So that hump's probably will work out about 1/3 of the weight of the steel one. Also, I've been messing around with the hood liner. I'm not sure what's going on there, but I'll swing the light around. The idea was to cover those steel beams, get rid of the ribs, umbrella type hood lining, and just lay a flat piece in here. And but yeah, I sort of went a bit overboard. I'm still thinking about that. I'm not really sure. I'll see how it all turns out anyway. But yeah, a fair bit of work in that. Once you see the door trims, you'll probably understand where I'm going with that. And like, it is pretty busy, but I suppose you don't really look up. So yeah, I don't know. I'm still not at peace with that at the moment, but we'll see. Maybe I'll just forget about it. So yeah, wiring's 90% in. I've done, whoop, bloody garage is so tight. I've put the headlights in. I've just made up some alloy plates, and those headlights are set back about 1 inch than the standard. My relays and everything and wiring is all behind that, so pretty easy to access. Done the other one. That's my horn. It's just a motorbike horn. All about saving weight. So yeah, that's another job ticked off the list. Really working on a cover for the windscreen wiper. Got my wiring here. Like I said, the wiring is almost done. That goes to the inside of the car, so I don't get this wiring draping over. I'll do a full video on the wiring once I've got it all set up. So that's to the front of the motor, all that wiring and battery. And this one's to the rear of the motor for and starter and and reverse and all that sort of shit. So yeah, got my little cover on, and yeah. So the other thing I'm about to start working on, once I can get it straight in my head, is the bonnet hinges. I'm taking the spring out, and the boot lid hinge. Because as I've mentioned plenty of times, I'm all about saving weight, and there's a fair bit of weight in that. Remembering I'm running a fiberglass bonnet, which is less than half the weight of the standard bonnet, and same with the boot lid. So I don't need all this steel. So I'm going to make this out of aluminium. Try and replicate the standard, the factory type style. So it'll work as if the way the factory one does. Haven't quite figured it out, but I'm going to make it out of aluminium and maybe a little bit of carbon fibre. I'll just wait and see as I progress. It looks complex, but once you break it down, it's not that bad. I won't be using a spring in it, because the problem with these bonnet hinges is when the bonnet is up, the spring is relaxed. When the bonnet is closed, you can see the spring is fully stretched, which probably is one of the issues with these bonnets, I suppose, why they're hard to adjust. But anyway, with a fiberglass bonnet, that's going to put a lot of pressure on the bonnet itself. So I'm not sure whether I have some gas struts or just a simple prop like the old Escorts and Capris and stuff. I'm not sure yet, but yeah, that's one I'm figuring out. Same with this. This is pretty straightforward. I'm going to make this out of aluminium and try and replicate it, because there's quite a lot of weight there to save. I mean, aluminium basically works out to be 1/3 of the weight, using the same thicknesses and strengths and everything of steel. So I think there's probably 3 or 4 kilos to save in all this stuff. So yeah, I'm just trucking on. The wiring took a lot longer than I thought it would, and I'm trying to get myself into where I'm working on multiple jobs. I don't usually like doing that. I usually like doing one job, finishing it, starting another job. But if I keep doing that, I'll never get finished. So I'm multitasking. So yeah. So it was just a quick vid to give you guys a bit of an update. I'll have a full one once I got the wiring sorted and the battery tray in, and get a battery in it and test the wiring and everything. So that'll probably be the next one. Hopefully I have a few more bits and pieces made for it, a bit more interior work done, and the shifter hump done as well. Like I said, the shifter hump's still a work in progress, and yeah, and that'll be exposed. So cheers guys, thanks for following along, sticking with it. Yeah,